Well, how do you do, buckaroos? How the heck are you? If I do a live video for this one here, Mother's version of a New England style IPA. Mother's here in Springfield, Mo. The Sunshine Chugsuckle. Let me show you the label there. Wow. 6.5%. I believe that says 12 IBUs. I've been struggling wrapping my head around a 12 IBU IPA, but this is a different animal, really. So let me show it. Show you the bottle, and let me show you the glass. Because it looks like, well, it looks like New England style IPAs do. Many of them, anyway. I mean, this looks like a glass of grapefruit juice. Although I must admit, from this particular one, out of those that I've had, this one has given me more herbal notes than I'm used to getting. Typically, you get a whole lot of just citrus. You know, orange or grapefruit. I mean, they tend to be very creamy, but they tend to be just about all citrus. I mean, you call your beer Julius, put it in an orange can, it's not, you know, it's not hard to figure out what you're going for there. But this one has some other things going for it. I'm getting a lot of grapefruit on the nose. I'm getting some orange. I'm also feeling a little lemon there on the nose. But I'm getting a lot of herbal, getting some pine notes. I did a video live for Facebook yesterday, and I was describing this kind of rosemary-like. But yeah, those are the flavors you get. I mean, I get grapefruit, I get orange, I get a little hint of lemon at the end. I get those pine and rosemary-like notes. It is very creamy. Although I'm finding this one drier in the finish than many that I've had of the style, and I really enjoy it. I also like the pine and herbal notes here. I feel it gives the beer a lot more dimension. Because that's kind of been my issue with the style. I just don't feel it's very complex. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not necessarily an insult, because they're juicy, they're refreshing, they're tasty, they're a great summer beer. But I just don't find them to be very complex. I hate to use the term one-dimensional because they're not necessarily one-dimensional, but you know, they're not multifaceted. Let me say that. but this one has a little more going on than most of them, and it has the color that, you know, those kind of beer geeks like to see. Get a lot of grapefruit. I mean, put a shot of vodka in there, so you got a Greyhound. Salt the rim. I got a salty dog. Anyway, yeah, I mean, you could do something like that with this. I've referred to this style as a brunch IPA, you know, because it tastes like grapefruit juice or orange juice, you know. There's a beer version of a... Oh, goodness. Oh, this one is tasty, though. It's just a style that I personally love and would drink all the time. No, but it is. I have to admit that I do enjoy the style every once in a while. I personally prefer IPAs that go a different direction. Especially this time of year. I like a bigger, meatier IPA. For instance, the Sierra Nevada Celebration that comes out about this time every year. It is. It's a little maltier, has a little more going on. But there certainly is a time and place for beers like this. I can say that. The funny thing about the IBUs, though, is that, you know, I mentioned that I'm having a hard time wrapping myself around an IPA that doesn't have, you know, 70 IBUs. But I haven't had necessarily a whole lot of the style, but this one doesn't feel lighter in IBUs than other New England style IPAs that I've had that range between 50 to 70 IBUs. If I didn't know what IBUs this had, I would probably assume it had 45, 50. But it's because you're using hops in a different way. I do like the finish of this, though, I must say. I must say, went Ed Grimley on you there, did I? I must say, went Ed Grimley on you using my Christmas pub backdrop. I looked up images for Christmas and Irish pub, but this one popped up. So, hey man, no, I'm not really here, but I wish I was, man. Oh, biscuits. Oh. It's good. It's a good beer. It's a damn fine beer, actually. So there you go. No need to go any longer. I guess I talked about all I need to about it. Mother's Chugsuckle, their version of a New England style IPA. I hope y'all are having a good one. I am. Who are you? I am Todd Beer Whisperer, and I'm trying to exit out, but my exit is left me. As I am Todd Beer Whisperer. I drink beer and I say things. Shit a brick. BeerVangelist, beer drinker, purveyor of wisdom, man all around. A good guy.